Hello, and in this video we're gonna go over the dividend screener that Market Chameleon has to offer. They have two options. You can get the free screener, but I'm gonna talk about the payment services, the premium services, and why you need to pay attention. And if you don't know already, you can sign up for Market Chameleon 7 days, link in the description. So let's get started. First of all, if you want the free version, just click on stocks, and in dividends you got yourself calendar, which is right here. Okay, and it tells you the basic stuff that you can find basically anywhere online. It just gives you all the list of the basically the dividends and the yield, but nothing like extra that I'm going to show you the extra filters. Can filter by announced, projected, ex-dividend date, pay date, stock type, guidance, notice, increase, decrease, suspended, etc. We should check actually Intel if it's probably here, or it will update tomorrow or something like that, because they suspended their dividend. But this is just an FYI. If it's in an ETF and it has options. So this is the basic. This is the free version. You don't need to pay. This is just the basic screener. I don't like that because it just gives you the basic information, and as always, you get paid what you pay for, as they say. On the second screener, you're gonna click on stock. Okay, this is where we're gonna focus. And in stock, let me go to dividend. Okay, and make this this size stock dividend. Let's go to future X date. So we're gonna go premium users. Dividend future X dates, and we're gonna focus on this. And before I'm gonna show you all the information that you got here, you see you got a lot of extra stuff. We're gonna go over a little disclaimer, so feel free to read about it. And no, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. My name is Zip, also known as Finance After 40. Let's get started with dividend screener and why you should pay attention to this one. So in here you got a couple of options. You see the same filters from before: my watch list, confirm, announce, projected, ex-dividend date. So you got more filters in here. Okay, I usually like to go by the next 30 days, so let's filter by that. Sure, you can go higher or lower, it's up to you. Stock type, I'm gonna just leave it be. I don't care if the dividend comes from an ETF, common stock, Riot, whatever the case is. Okay, after that you got the stock type, as we said, and then guidance, notice, increase, decrease. So I like in here to either, we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna go by increase. Okay, and after that we're gonna go over special dividends to show you. So I'm gonna show you two things: the special dividend and the increase. If it's increased, I want to see the amount. Okay, and after that we got if they have options, so maybe you can play the dividend capture of the stock price. You can buy some puts. Not a financial advice, something to consider. ETF and the market cap also. You can, I mean, it's up to you if you want to just go big or go all of them, up to you. So in here, this is what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna change this to increase. Okay, so that's like healthy stock that even when the market goes down, they increase the dividend. But in here, we're gonna do a little change. Okay, change, click here on the change percentage. We're gonna check the other one. And this gives me a couple of options. Okay, it gives me, for example, to see that the first one, Homeland Aerospace. Yes, the yield is absolutely very low, 0.3%. Dividend is 0.08, but it's extra 60%. Am I interested in extra free pennies dividend? No, not really. But if I am interested in this company, Homeland Aerospace, quarterly dividend, I might take a deeper dive. Doesn't mean you have to do all of them, but it means that you can learn and filter the noise, as they say. The second one is up another 50% change to dividend increase. This yield is more interesting to me. People's Financial Service, 5.2%. And if you read some news, you know that they did like a merger and acquisition with another bank or another branch or something like that, and that there's two banks instead of one or something. and now they increase the dividend by another 20%. So instead of 40 cents, you get 60 cents, 62 almost, and the yield jumps to 5.2%. So this is something to consider if you're thinking about finding a stock. And this one, just so you know, the market cap says small cap. So small cap is right here between 200 million and 2 billion. So something, to think about, hey, this could be a future potential to join maybe the S&P 500, because if you see in SPY ETF, that's just the large cap. But this one, if you buy a small cap, just thinking here, if you buy a small cap, basically you bet that they might be go to the S&P 500 in the future, and by that time you collect the dividends, which is something interesting. Another thing, let's see what else we got. This is another 50%, but only 10 cents growth. Okay, this is 2 cents. Wingstop, interesting. 20%. So all those 20%, while they are good, I like to focus maybe once a week to check over 50%. The third one is Penny Mac Financial Services. Okay, another 30%. I think they both merge. I'm not sure. I know that this one merged with another bank or some branch. Again, go do extra research, finance, read news, all that stuff. But now, and that gives me a new player to maybe bet on, something to consider. Now, if we want to keep forward, I want to show the second thing I want to show you instead of this. I'm going to change this to before that, let's just do the decrease one. Just see the company that dropped 70%. Let's see who they are. Okay, one second. Da, 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 da. And you see, for example, this company, Barrett Bus Services, are dropping, still increase, but it's negative 73%. I don't know why it says increase, but this is something to consider. You can check by decrease and all that, but let's focus on the second thing, which is special dividends. So if you click here on the frequency, if you can change to special, you got all those. It says is special, yes, frequency is special, means that's a new dividend. And let's go not by yield, because if you change by yield, I'm going to show you, if you change by yield, you see 0%. That means that regularly they don't pay any dividends. So you might have missed that if you just filter by yield. And you see here, this one, the yield is 0, but they're paying a special dividend. This one, the yield is 0. We're going to focus on this, almost $10 dividend. This one, $1, 125. So in order to filter that, you can go by dividend amount, okay? And dividend amount, click twice, and you see Doyle International Holding, $9.71 special dividend. And if you click on the stock, if you can click on the details in here, it will tell you the price, which is about 16 bucks, down almost 5% yesterday. And they're doing a special dividend of about 10 bucks, which is, I don't know, 60% of the company. Next dividend says here, August 19, 9.71 dividend. Next earning, August 29 to September 9 projected. Okay, it's a Chinese Twitch or something I remember from a few years ago. So there's something to consider. The 52-week high dividend yield 0%. So this is a special dividend that you get one time. It's not constant. It's not. It's something to help shareholders and all that stuff. And you can say to yourself, okay, should I buy this stock now at 16 and get a $10 dividend, which is insane? And yes, the stock price will go down by that amount following the ex-dividend date, but you don't know the future, if it will go up, etc. Something to consider. I mean, I'm really thinking about that. I don't know. I haven't done any move, but it's something to consider. The next one you see $1.25. See the special dividend right here, and it says it gives you extra notes. It says dividend income or cash dividend, ex-dividend date August 20. Okay, and the pay date and announcement has options. Okay, and all that stuff. Market cap, small cap, and we got LPG, Dorian, $1. Whenever I see, again, so just like before, the increase, I'm looking for extra 50%, And for the special dividend, I'm looking for $1 and up. Everything that is above dollar as a special dividend, it piques my interest. I don't care about, I don't know, extra 10 cents, 20 cents, or a couple of pennies as special dividend. No, I want the big money. So we got ourselves this week, not this week, we got incoming Doyle, $9.71. That's almost $10 on a $16 stock. That this is interesting to me. The other one, I need to check John B. This one and Son, JBSS, LPG, FEIM. All those are paying over $1 dividend, but you see here the yield 0%. So this is maybe they had good earnings and they have extra cash to throw around, so they give back to the shareholders. This is nice. This is the same thing. The Ryan 0% yield. $1 dividend. This is 0% yield, $10 almost dividend. This one has 0.8, but out of the 0.8, they give you a dividend of 125. I don't know the price. I don't know what they do. I know it's a small cap, and if it's a small cap, there's potential to go higher. You know, it's up to you. Now, if you just so those are the two things that I'm looking for about every week, and if you just do next 30 days. But now you take all of them and you just go by a dividend amount. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is like non-filter. I only left the next 30 days and that's it. And now we got the Doyle number one. Yeah, this is interesting. We've got ALX. I haven't noticed this last time that I've checked the dividend screener. So that's good. I've checked basically I think 2 days ago or yesterday, but I didn't do this one. ALX, Alexander's. Dividend of 7.7%, $4.55. So that's a quarterly. Quarterly dividends, probably a high price stock, like 200 or something, 300, yeah, 235. So you still get, I don't know what they do, but 7.7%. The dividend is right here. It's a riot if you want to learn more about them. Small cap, okay? Interesting. What do they do? I don't know. But if you want to before you dig any deeper, it tells you what they do. You can just click on About. Sunder is a real estate, leasing, and redevelop properties, 6 properties in New York, metropolitan area. All revenue come from properties in New York. Interesting. So this is New York City, right, REIT. After that, we got all the yield marks that are coming to play next week. So that's definitely something that I will either pick my more than my CONY, Connie, or other yield marks. We'll see how that goes. Here's Connie, 89.9 projected. I don't think they mention anything, but we'll see. Syntax, okay, that's clothing. And just play around and see what you can see. But this is a lot of interesting information. As you see, if you just scroll by yield, with 0%, you would never get to this information about Doyle. Because the yield is because it's a special dividend, you see the number one, it's not on the regular list. So pay attention to those, check around, and if you don't have a Market Chameleon subscription, 7 days link in the description, including all the other stuff. This is just one thing. You got all the option traded here. What's going on with the Nvidia? Intel dropped to like $25 yesterday after everything that they mentioned on the earnings. It's good to have an edge. It's good to have extra information and extra tools. If this was valuable, my name is Ziv, and I will see you next time.